Amanda, and today I have a humongous book haul. I did go ahead and buy some more books. I sold some stuff on eBay just that I didn't need anymore and had some extra money. So of course I had to spend that on books. So here we go. The first set of books are from Amazon Marketplace. So first I got Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I was a little bit disappointed because this was supposed to be a new hardcover and it is paperback ARC, which is frustrating because they shouldn't sell ARCs, but I did contact the company and they did refund me, and so I'm just going to keep it. I have been really looking forward to reading this one. It sounds like it's right up my alley. I also ordered Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I've seen this all over BookTube, and I know a lot of people really like this book. It sounds very good for me. I have a friend that's a huge extrovert, and I've always been an introvert, and she has really helped me come out of my shell in a lot of ways. So this book is kind of about that, I think. Sounds really good, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Then I got Perfect Ruin by Lauren DeStefano, and this is a dystopian. I love the cover of this book. It ended up being a library copy and it had the plastic film over it, but I was able to take it off and it looks pretty good. The only thing that's there is this barcode here. It's stamped at the top and it has a barcode on the inside and it was glued. But it's not anything that I'm complaining about. I think it was like $4 shipped. And it's so pretty. It's a very pretty book and it has a beautiful spine. So I don't know a lot about this story, but I know it's dystopian, something to do with a world that's set above the earth, and it sounds good. I also got Archetype by M.D. Waters. I was so excited because this was really inexpensive from the Amazon Marketplace, and when it came, it had this sticker on it, and of course, it's signed. So that was really exciting for me. It is about another dystopian world, but it sounds like it's kind of like the Before I Go to Sleep story where this woman wakes up. She doesn't really have any recollection of who she is, and her husband is telling her things, but she doesn't know if she should trust him. But then there's this whole dystopian aspect as well. It's a future where women are a rare commodity. So I'm looking forward to this one. Then I got The Boundless by Kenneth Oppel, and I love the cover of this book. I heard about this book from Pickle Hearts Books. I will try to remember to link her channel below. She did a review of it a while ago, and it just sounds so good about a kid that witnesses a murder on this huge long train, and so then he's trying to escape this murderer. Then I got You by Carolyn Kepnes. I have wanted to get this book ever since I heard about it. I believe I heard about it from Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey. It's a stalker story, and I believe it's told in second person, which is kind of cool. It just looks really creepy and interesting, and this was really a good price too for as new as this book is. I think I only paid $4 or $5 for it, so I had to grab it. This one I got from abebooks.com, and it was like $2.97 shipped. So I was so excited. They have this on Book Outlet, but not that cheap. And it's Project Cain. It's by Jeffrey Gerard. And it is about DNA of mass murderers like Jeffrey Dahmer and Son of Sam are put into these teenage boys to create like a weapon. And that sounds really good. There's another book called Cain's Blood by the same author that's written for adults. This is the YA version. And I have that one as well. I got that from Book Outlet. I didn't do a haul on that one. I should have, but I didn't. So I have both of them now, and I'm looking forward to reading these very much. They sound really good. I also won a trilogy from Keely at, I think it's a Bibliophile's Journey. I'll link her channel below too. Thank you, Keely. I'm really excited about this. It's the Last Policeman trilogy by Ben H. Winters. So there's The Last Policeman, Countdown City, and World of Trouble. So I was excited to win this, and the story sounds really good. I didn't really know what it was about when I signed up to win the giveaway, and then I looked it up on Goodreads, and it sounds amazing. It's about a meteor that's going to crash into the earth and basically destroy the earth in 6 months. So people, it's what do people do whenever that's going to happen? And I guess there's a murder in the midst of the story. Okay, now on to the Book Outlet order. I got The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. I have seen this book on there for a long time and debated over whether or not to get it, but it does sound like something I would like. It's based on the island of Dr. Moreau, and the cover is gorgeous. I also got Parallel by Lauren Miller, and this book is about a parallel world. I think it's kind of like the Butterfly Effect movie, which was a great movie about like little things we do can affect our lives, something like that. And so grab that. I also got The Shadows Society by Marie Rakowski, and this is the same author of The Winter's Curse, but this is a different kind of story. I think that it's like another alternate world kind of story. I read the plot synopsis and thought it sounded like something I would really enjoy. During the Boxing Day sale or the Black Friday sale, one of those, I had purchased the first 2 books of the Razorland trilogy, Enclave and Outpost. I didn't buy Horde because they only had it in hardcover and I had the other 2 in paperback. So I was really excited when I found it, Horde in paperback on Book Outlet. So I grabbed it, so now I have all 3 books and I can read them, and I love these covers. They're so shiny. I got Premeditated by Jocelyn L. McQueen, and this book I have never seen or heard of before, but I was drawn in by the cover, and then I read the synopsis, and it sounds really interesting. It's about a girl whose cousin attempted suicide, and she finds out it was because of bullying, and so she decides to go after the boy who is responsible for the bullying. Something like that. I think it sounds really good. I also got All We Had by Annie Weatherwax. I used to read books like this all the time. They're like just stories about like coming of age, small town people, and this one is about a girl who lives with her mother. Her mother has a lot of boyfriends. It's just about their relationship. So I got this one because I used to love this type of book, and it'll be fun to revisit a story like this again. I got Snowblind by Christopher Golden, and as you can see, I have started this one. I used my Book Outlet coupon. It's about a snowstorm that kind of swallows people, something like that, and I thought since today we were supposed to get a snowstorm, it would be a great day to start it, although we are not really getting that much snow. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to get snowed in. Weird like that, but yeah, so far it's good. I've only read the first couple chapters, but it has a blurb by Stephen King, and it sounds like something that is right up my alley. So far I'm enjoying it. I also got The Fault Tree by Louise Ure, and this one was pretty inexpensive, and it's about a blind woman who was in a car accident, and her niece was killed, I believe, and now someone's trying to get revenge on her, or someone's coming after her, something like that, and so I grabbed that. I also got The Crooked Branch by Janine Cummins. I believe it's about a woman with her grandmother. She finds out things about her grandmother that she never knew, and it's like a crooked branch on the family tree. Her grandmother has this secret, and I was intrigued by that synopsis. This one is so short, I thought it would be bigger, but I'm still looking forward to reading it. It is called Code Orange, and it is by Carolyn B. Cooney. I love the cover of this. It has something to do with measles that are brought back into the world somehow, and I believe it's a middle grade. My husband is laughing at me, and
Sounds like something that really happened.
and that's Ebola.
There's a measles outbreak.
Oh, no, maybe it's not measles.
There's a real measles outbreak right now.
Maybe it is measles. I don't know. This could be a true story. I don't know. It's something like that. I forgot. I don't watch the news. Then I got Red Hill by Jamie McGuire, and this is a zombie story, and I love this cover. And I was kind of skeptical because she's written those new adult books, and I'm not a new adult fan, but this one is a totally different turn. She has like a broad span of books that she writes, it seems like. So I've heard good things about this one. Very excited to read this one. It is The Hypnotist Love Story by Liane Moriarty. I read The Husband's Secret and Big Little Lies, and they were wonderful. Very, very good. So this is another one. I believe the title kind of says it all, and I can't wait to get into this one. I found Attachments by Rainbow Rowell and had to grab it because I think this is going to be something I'll enjoy. It's an adult book that takes place, I believe, in the late 90s maybe, and it's a love story, and it sounds cute. Then I got In the After by Demetria Lunetta. This is another, I think, post-apocalyptic story. I got Slide by Jill Hathaway, and I've wanted this one for a while and hemmed and hawed over it and finally decided to get it, but this woman can slide into other people's bodies and see what they see, and one day it's a killer that she is in or something. Then I got Dueled by Elsie Chapman. I saw the Girly Girl Bookworm talking about this book, and she really enjoyed it. And a lot of the books that I bought today are because of her, because I really trust her reviews, and she just seems to have good taste in books. So she said she liked this one. The cover's great, and it was only $1.99. This was the very last copy they had of this, and it was a scratch and dent, and you can see there's just a slit in the top, but I got the dust jacket, so I was really happy. And it is Uninvited by Sophie Jordan. I really wanted this. I didn't know Book Outlet had it until I saw people hauling it after Black Friday, and then they didn't have it, so I kept checking, finally found it. Really wanted to read this ever since it came out. It's about a world where you're tested for the murder gene, and this girl has the murder gene, which means she's capable of murdering, or she will be murderer, something like that. Then I got 2 books by Chevy Stevens, Never Knowing and Always Watching. I read That Night by her and love that book, so I want to read more of her books. I have her other one too. There's another one that she wrote, Still Missing, that I got in my last Book Outlet haul that I didn't show. So I have, I think, all of her books now, and I'm excited. I think she might be, I don't know. I've only read one of her books, so I don't want to say that, but it was really good, so I'm excited to read these ones. I got Another Little Piece by Kate Karius Quinn. I'm not sure what I'm going to think of this. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say they really didn't like it, and then others said that they thought it was amazing. So, I don't know. I love the cover of this, and it does sound intriguing, so we'll see what I think. And then I grabbed The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. Everyone knows about this book. I have the movie on my DVR. I haven't watched it because I haven't read the book, so I need to read this so I can watch the movie. But I love the cover of this. I just have to be in the right mood to read this book because it is so sad. But I know it's very good from what everyone has said, so hopefully I will agree. Then I got Memoirs of an Imaginary Friend by Matthew Dix. I love the idea of this story. I saw this one reviewed by Pickle Hearts Books as well, and it's an adult story about an imaginary friend. Apparently the imaginary friend is the narrator, and something happens to the little boy that he is friends with, and he has to kind of figure out what to do about that or something. Sounds really cute and so unique, so I had to grab this one. Then I got Bait by J. Kent Messam, and apparently this is about 6 strangers who wake up on a remote island in the Florida Keys. They're all heroin addicts, and there is a bunch of heroin across the way, but they have to get there, and there's sharks in between, something like that, and I had to get that. That just sounds really intriguing to me. Plus, it was only like 99 cents, so I can't wait to read this. I also got Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This is a very popular book. I've seen this a lot, and my son and I are actually going to read this and do like a little buddy read of it. We're going to each read a chapter and then talk about it. I think we're going to do that in the summer, but I think it's going to be great. The only thing is the dust jacket's a little bit messed up, but not enough that I'm going to complain. I also got The Truth About the Harry Quebert Affair by Joel Dicker. I've seen a lot of polarizing reviews on this book between love and hate. So I have heard that it's like a psychological thriller though, and I love psychological thrillers. I love books that have twists and stuff like that. So hopefully I will enjoy it. It's very thick. It's a pretty big book. Then I got Diva and Ingenue by Gillian Larkin. They had Vixen, which is book 1, but they didn't have it. They had it in library binding, and I wanted them all to go together. So I ordered the other one from the Amazon Marketplace and hasn't arrived yet. But it is the Flapper series, and again, the Girly Girl Bookworm said this is a great series. I love these covers, so I think I'll like this. I think I'll like this kind of setting and time period. And then I got Palisades Park by Alan Brennert, and the cover is awesome. I love stories that take place in amusement parks, and that's what this does. It takes place in a place called Palisades Park, New Jersey. It's in the 1930s, and I will definitely be reading this in the summer. It would be a great beach read, I think. Then I got Good to a Fault by Marina Endicott. This has an interesting and kind of unique plot line. This woman is in a car accident. She wrecks into a family, and apparently the mother has cancer or something, and so she decides to take in the children and the grandmother to live in her house and do a good deed. And I thought that sounded really interesting. And it was only $1.99. It's on sale, so I grabbed it. It does have a little bit of damage right here, but again, it's not enough for me to complain. I'm looking forward to it. I would never pick this up based on the cover, though. I think it's about the plainest, most boring cover I've ever seen, but the book might be better than the cover, hopefully. Then I got Nothing to Lose by Alex Flynn, and this is another kind of amusement park carnival story. This boy, teenage boy, kind of runs away to be with the carnival, and his life at home has a lot of turmoil and things going on. So I grabbed that, and I like the cover of this one. And the last book, last but not least, I got The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom by Christopher Healy, and this is about the princes in the stories that you never really hear about. And I have heard this is a hilarious series. It is middle grade, I believe. Hopefully, maybe my son will read it. I don't know. I would love it if he did. But I just got it because I thought it would be good. And I've heard about this from Girly Girl Bookworm, as well as Ashley from Ashley's Got Booksitement. I will link her channel below. But it just sounds really funny and cute. And there are adorable illustrations in here. The illustrations are great. I love when books have illustrations. So I got this. I kind of wish I would have got it in hardcover. I don't know that they had hardcover, but there's 3 books, I believe, in this series, so I might have to hunt the other 2 down if I enjoy this one. And that's it. Those are all the books that I got, and I am pretty much done buying books. I say this every time, but I really am. So I got a lot of reading to do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Say bye. I think it sounds interesting. I say the same thing about every video, every book, Steve. Every single book. I am trying to come up with new words, but I can't.
They sound really good.
They all do, babe. They all do.
Okay. Well, what else would you buy?
I know.
From the 99 cent store, didn't you?
It was from Book Outlet. It was in the 99-cent sale section. I can't help myself. I say that every time.
Sounds really good.
Sounds really good. Okay, now on to Island of Dr. Moreau. Cue the dog scratching. Barney. Barney, no scratching.
Chips and the chocolate.
Shut up. Got a girl who's
You're recording?
I edit. My feet are asleep, and it's driving me crazy. I can't feel my feet. Ugh, okay.